So God did not forget, okay? He didn't forget about your promise. He didn't forget about your dream. He cares about you. He loves you. It's just on his timing, because at the end of the day, you never know what God is doing. Yeah. Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new, I'm Mariette, but you can call me Mimi. So let's get into the video, okay? Period. Okay, y'all, before we get started, y'all, look at the makeup. Look at the makeup. Look at the makeup in the sun, okay? It's giving. The makeup is makeuping. Period. All right? Period. Let me stop. But no, let me hype myself up a little bit, okay? Period. Your girl is cute. Alright, so I'm outside at this little park, you know, doing a little solo date, but I wanted to also come on here and just make a quick video. So last year around this time, even though I didn't upload it around this time, but around this time I filmed a video saying like what I learned at the age of 21, because you know I was transitioning into age 22. So I wanted to come back this year and do it again, and you know what I learned in year 22 and how I'm transitioning into year 23. So let's get into it, okay? So y'all already know I have my handy dandy iPad, okay, with, girl, I gotta unlock it, but yeah, I have my handy dandy iPad with the list of things that I've learned at 22 that I just like, you know, want to share. Also, a little shameless plug, if you didn't watch the video from last year, girl, what are you doing? It's gonna be linked up here. Go click on it, go watch it, okay? Period. But no, let's get into the video, because I feel like I have some good things to say, okay? So first up on the list, self-care is important. Self-care is important, y'all. Like, oh, not I can't be giving out the goodies like that. But no, like, self-care is so important. I feel like, especially in this current season of my life, like this past semester, spring semester, it was so hard. Like, this little wind is not doing my girl right. But like this past semester, I've been doing a lot. I've been working, I've been going to school full time, and I've been doing my practicum this semester. And for those of you guys who do not know what a practicum is, like, it's basically like an internship, pretty much, yeah. So I've been doing that. I've also been doing hair on the side. I've also been trying to, you know, do YouTube and be consistent with that. So like, I have a lot of stuff going on, and I felt like in my life I'm being pulled in so many different directions, and even trying to keep up with the social life, like, it's just very hard. And I was getting burnt out. So yeah, so self-care is very important. I learned that this past year. Like, I knew it was always important, I've always heard it, but no, it is very important. It even got to the point where like I would take my time out of when I would respond back to people's texts, because like once I get home from school, I'm like, or on practicum, I'm literally like, I don't want to talk to nobody right now. Or like even during the weekends, like on the weekends I just was not thinking about school. I don't care if I was like part of a group project or anything. You were gonna hear back from me on the weekday. Like, you just was not gonna hear back from me on the weekend, because like I just need that break, you know? So let me stop rambling. But no, self-care is very important. Take care of yourself, because if you don't, your body's gonna do it for you, and you're gonna end up with some things you don't want to deal with, like sickness and all that stuff. So literally take care of yourself, put yourself first, like, period. Number 2 says, how you speak to yourself and think of yourself is so important. Y'all, this is so true. You know how the Bible says like there's power in the tongue? That is very true, because especially in this semester, like actually going out and being in practicum, and like, if you guys don't know, I am a graduate student studying counseling, specifically school counseling. So this semester was practicum, where we literally was now out in the field actually like getting experience and stuff. And I was at an elementary school, and like I felt like there were so many moments where I was just doubting myself, speaking down on myself, like being very negative towards myself every time I felt like I wasn't doing something right. And every time I did that, like, it would just make me do worse, you know? So like, it's very important to just have that positive outlook on life, even though it can be hard. I'm not gonna like invalidate anyone like experience or anything, because I know it can be hard to be a positive person, but like, you literally have to like try to, whether that's telling yourself positive affirmations or praying, whatever the case may be, like pouring into yourself or having other people pour into you, like it's so important. The way you speak to yourself, the way you think about yourself, like that is important, because if you're speaking badly, if you're speaking poorly, you're gonna start to do poorly. But if you think of yourself the way God sees you, and like you think of yourself highly, not cocky, but confident, you'll do good in life and stuff. Despite like the hardships that may come, like it'll be easier to obtain success, I guess, in a way. Like failure is still a thing, but like when you're able to get back up even if you have falling, like that's a great skill to have. So like try to like be more positive, or talk to yourself more positive. Like that was such an important thing I had to learn. The next one says, stop being so hard on yourself. It's a journey. Y'all, I feel like I'm gonna talk a lot about practicum, but no, like literally that is something I had to learn. Like, girl, this is your first time out being in the field actually counseling people. Why are you being so hard on yourself? Like, this is a learning experience, So like, stop being so hard on yourself. Give yourself grace. You're going to make mistakes. Like that's bound to happen. You get what I'm saying? But don't let the mistakes stop you from doing things. Use that as motivation to do better. So yeah, you guys, it's a journey. Like, you're gonna make mistakes, you're gonna fail, but it's important that you get up, that you do not stay down, but that you get up. So yeah. Number 4 says, God didn't forget. He will make your dreams come true. Be patient. So this is so true, okay? And it's what's crazy, I even posted like a thing on my The Father Loves page regarding this, how like God did not forget about your promise. It's not that he doesn't care, because he does. It's just not on your timing. It's on his timing, okay? And a prime example of that is my braces. So if y'all haven't watched that little testimony video, it's gonna be linked up there too. Y'all go check that out. But like, even with my braces, I talked about how like I wanted braces when I was younger, and like because I couldn't get them when I was younger, I ended up forgetting about it. I didn't care no more and stuff. But literally this year, God made it happen. Like, so he literally made it happen. So God did not forget, okay? He didn't forget about your promise. He didn't forget about your dream. He cares about you. He loves you. It's just on his timing, because at the end of the day, you never know what God is doing. God could be doing a work in you, still completing a work in you that you just don't know. Maybe he's doing something inside of you that you do not know. Maybe there are people attached to you, and he has to do something before he can give you that promise, or you're just not ready yet, and that's okay. You're still a work in progress. It doesn't mean you're not gonna get it. It doesn't mean you're not enough, because you are. But God is intentional in the way that he moves, and he cares about us way too much to just give us something at the inappropriate time. So just know God did not forget. He loves you. He cares for you. He cherishes you. He thinks about you more than there are grains of sand. He says that you are the apple of his eye. You are fearfully and wonderfully made. Okay? So just know God did not forget about your dream. He did not forget about your promise. It's coming, babes. It is coming. It's just on his timing and not yours. And trust, okay? He knows what's best. He's not gonna harm you nor forsake you, okay? So just trust in him, period. Next one says, you don't need to tell everybody everything. And this this is so true. You do not need to tell everybody everything, okay? Some things are just meant to be kept between you and God, because a lot of the times when you out here telling other people stuff, like dreams that you plan to achieve or things that you want to do, I feel like not all the time, but like sometimes the enemy will use that as an open door to kind of use that somebody as a vessel to kind of discourage you from doing what you need to do, and you begin to backtrack and not do the things that you wanted to do. So, and not only that, but I feel like with that, you also allow other people's opinions to come in, and that can even set you off track. So I just say, be wise, be mindful of like who you tell stuff to, because remember, everybody out here is not on your team. Everybody out here do not want to see you win. So, and the enemy definitely do not want to see you win. So just be mindful of that. Okay, some things is just meant to be left between you and God, because you just never know. And sometimes, I'm not even gonna lie, sometimes it'll even be the people closest to you, people that you do not even expect. The enemy will use them as well, and they don't even know they're being used half of the time. Like, they're just talking out their mouth, but it's affecting you. And it's because, like, the enemy is so cunning that he knows exactly what to do. But yeah, like, it's gonna be okay. Okay, trust. When it's the right time, God will let you know. But until then, babes, if God hasn't led you to go tell somebody else, whatever it is it may be, just keep it to yourself. Okay, period. The next one says, you are what you eat. This is so true. Hold on, this is not, let me be right back. Okay, yeah, I'm back. So yeah, you are what you eat. I've always heard this so much, like, as I was growing up and everything, like, you are what you eat. And honestly, it's not even just food. Like, even the things you consume, like TV shows, music, the people you're around, like, you are what you eat. Like, you are what you consume yourself with. You will begin to act like that. You will begin to have those same mannerisms, all of that. Like, it's just wild. So be mindful of the things that you eat physically, mentally, spiritually. Like, be mindful of the things that you consume. But no, what really made me think about that was, like, all of the bad eating I was doing this year, like constantly eating Chick-fil-A, even though, you know, I'm still gonna eat it.
What's the biggest takeaway from this entire experience?
The biggest takeaway from this experience is that I'm gonna do it again.
But no, like, the eating Chick-fil-A and, like, eating, like, fried foods and stuff, like, I don't know, every time I would eat that, I just felt sluggish, sleepy, like I did not want to do anything afterwards or anything like that. But, like, in this moment, I realized it's not even just limited to food. It's literally the things that you consume your life with, like the constant scrolling on social media, constantly, like, seeing what other people are doing and how they live their life. Now you want to go do that because you're constantly seeing it. Like, it just baffles me, you know. So be mindful of the things you consume and just how you moving in life. Okay, child, this next one, it says how to put on lashes. Girl, this was the year I really felt like I learned how to do makeup, like, for real, because I used to try my freshman year in college, and baby, them eyebrows used to be, like, really dark, and it was just not it, you know. And I did not know how to do them. We're still a work in progress, but y'all, like, I really started doing makeup for real, like, May of last year. And shout out to Valerie. Okay, that's my girl, period. Because, like, she literally was the one who, like, sat down with me one night in her apartment, and we were just, like, talking, and she was teaching me how to do makeup. And, like, ever since then, it just sparked that interest in me even more. And, you know, I've been watching YouTube videos, trying to learn how to do it on myself. And now look at your girl out here doing makeup. So yeah, shout out to you, Valerie. Thank you, love you. But yeah, lashes was literally the hardest thing to put on. And, like, now I know how to put it on, because apparently I watched a TikTok video and it was like, you put glue on your actual lash line, and then you put glue on the lashes, and then connect them, and then fix them. Like, it took me years to finally, like, know how to put them on. Sometimes we still struggle a little bit, but, like, we can put them on. Okay, I can put that ish on, period. Stop playing with me. Let me stop. But no, let me hurry up, because I want to take pictures before the sun goes down. But yeah, this next one says breaks are necessary, and I kind of feel like that ties in with number one, you know, where I talked about, like, self-care and stuff. Like, taking a break is so important. And I realized, especially in this busy season of my life, like, breaks are so important, because, girl, your girl be out here stressing. Okay, take a break, y'all. Like, use your PTO at your job. I don't know, book a trip, do something. Honestly, taking a break doesn't even have to be expensive. It could be you laying in your bed watching Netflix and eating food and not responding to people's text messages, you know. Take a break, y'all. Like, literally, that would literally change your life. Because when you don't, and you're just going, you're gonna crash. you're gonna crash. Your body's gonna take that break, whether you want to do it or not. Your body's gonna do it for you. So just take that break and, like, you know, take care of yourself, okay? That's something I really had to learn. Take care of yourself, period, point blank.